Mm-hmm. You read the title, let's get started. Revenant is a potentially S-tier Warframe who's actually really cool, fun gimmick, but damn is he being held back. The quest was honestly kinda short and underwhelming, but at the very least it was easy to accomplish. You farm his parts by doing bounties at the Plains of Eidolon, so basically like Gara. And yeah, so with that out of the way. So first off, he looks amazing. I really like the whole sentient theme he's got going on while keeping the whole Warframe niche properly. The whole pulsing energy effect and the energy glove and hair, that kind of thing he has, it's really cool looking. Honestly, I give the design a good proper 9 out of 10 there. But how's the engine look? What's his abilities like? Well, his passive is pretty good. The whole shields being knocked out equals a worm effect essentially. It's pretty good. Makes worm kind of useless with him, but hey, CC is CC, and that is kind of his thing. Or it's supposed to be, because his 1 is kind of useless. Yeah, his 1 is a terrible ability. It was supposed to be the ability that put Nyx in the grave, but no, she's fine. His 1 is so bad. For one thing, they put a cap on how many thralls you can even have. So you can go ahead and keep spamming 1, you're only going to be able to have 4 thralls. Your 1 thrall can make more of them, but he's only going to be able to affect 3 people. And to top it all off, your thralls can be killed by your teammates. So have fun making a whole bunch of thralls just to have your teammates basically off them right there and then. The little pillars of destruction that they leave behind is honestly to be compared to a water park fountain thing, because that's about how much damage they do. Overall, for the amount of times I've been leveling this guy, I haven't found a reason to use this 1 for anything other than heavy units, Noxes, and that's about it. His 2, honestly, it's pretty good. My only gripe with his 2 though is that this whole charge system that it has is kind of not fitting towards the game. Not the frame, the game. Because you lose a charge every single time you get hit by any amount of damage, which is kind of a problem when you basically have stray enemy bullets flying in every which direction around you. So you're going to be casting your 2 a lot just to basically instantly lose it like 2 seconds later. I think they should add like a health threshold to each charge, that way every stray bullet doesn't knock it out. But then essentially you might as well just make it Iron Skin, so I can kind of see why they added charges instead of making it duration based. It's hard to say, and it's hard to keep it unique without basically making it a Iron Skin or Shatter Shield copy, but right now it just needs some kind of tweak to make it less of an annoying pain in the ass to use. His 3 is really clunky. Really slow, and it looks really weird. And on top of all that, it doesn't even work half the time. Seriously, I've had a bunch of moments where I pass through like 5 enemies and I don't get any health or shield back, and I think that's supposed to be the whole point of it. So not only is it so slow that you're basically going to die in the midst of casting it, you're not even going to get any return back, so essentially right now it's a waste of energy. I think it's more of a bug than anything, but at the moment it's still kind of just a very niche ability that doesn't even help you. His 4 is perfect. Leave it alone. Honestly, Revenant's 4 is kind of the main thing that's making him even worth getting at this point, because his 4 is so oddly fun. Essentially, it works a lot like Mesa's ultimate, where you're essentially just a spinning laser disco ball of death. But thankfully, DE kind of found the happy middle here, to where it's strong enough to basically knock out all the fodder mob enemies, but at the same time being weak enough to not instantly brush off Eximuses and Noxes and such. So, yeah. So at the moment, his 4th ability is pretty solid. They really don't need to buff or nerf it. Hint hint, leave it alone, hint hint, stop calling it overpowered. Really overall, Revenant is a pretty solid Warframe, definitely not a total letdown like Korra was. But he has so much potential to be basically made the next S-tier Warframe, because if they made his 1 not have a cap and not trying to preserve Nyx's viability, if they made his 2 not have these annoying charges trying to make Iron Skin still relevant, he would be probably one of the best Warframes in the game. So there's definitely 2 words I had to use to describe Revenant. It's restricted potential. So that's my 2 cents on the guy. Let me know what you all think of him down below. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I'm the Reaper Hunter. I'll catch you all later.